Habari Entertainment proudly presents Habari Live. Habari Live. From Phoenix, Arizona. And you're listening to the Habari Live podcast. The show that brings you news, sports, and entertainment for people who love HabariEntertainment.com. Here are your hosts, Iesha, Jimmy, and Damon Dipleen Ellison. Let's get it going. We are all the way live.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Habari Wednesday. Let's go. Let's get this money. Yeah, man. We're going to be talking about some news and, politics as always. We're going to get into it. First thing we're going to be talking about is Christian nationalism and some of the things that they have been trying to put in place, and Christian nationalism becoming a big part of the Republican Party, and what the Republican Party is doing, trying to bring religion and politics together. It's supposed to be separate, but this is something that they are really trying hard to do as they put in place their Project 2025 plan that they've been putting in place. What I think it was 48% has already been put in place of the plan that they have um, uh, um, created before Trump got back into office. And Trump lied, said he had nothing to do with it, but we all know lies after lies, just lies. But more lies from the Trump administration. But first up, if you are new to the channel, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. We appreciate you. Hit the follow, hit the like, share, anything to get the conversation going, and to help us out to get to 10,000 followers. We're trying to get to 10,000. We're just starting up, but let's get to 10,000, man. Let's make it happen. All right, let's get straight to the rundown. Iesha, what you got for us?
A whole lot, but this week I kind of dumbed it down for us a little bit, and only took out the first few major things that I saw that happened between the last time we were live on Saturday and today.
Mm-hmm.
Those included Newsom signing a controversial bill allowing relatives to care for kids if the parents are deported.
Well, I mean, that's becoming a more and more prevalent today, as more and more working people are getting put out of the country by this administration. So, I mean, they have to do something for the kids. If not, then the foster care system becomes a burden. It becomes a overburden. And then we have a lot of kids start spilling out into the streets, and we don't want that. So we definitely have to stay on top of this and try to figure out what to do for these kids, man, because a lot of them a lot of parents are being sent back to their home state countries.
That is true. Under the law, for those that don't know, it's Assembly Bill 495, which expands who can serve as a child's caregiver if the parents have been deported. And under the new law, any adult related by blood, adoption, or affinity within the 5th degree of kinship can sign the caregiver's authorization affidavit. The law does also prohibit daycare or preschool providers from collecting immigration-related information from children or their parents. And some of the supporters are arguing that this does give immigrant parents more flexibility and a little bit of stability as well. But again, critics are saying that it could open up the doors to abuse or exploitation of children. So we'll see.
I mean, if the parents trust the person and they feel as though it's a better situation for their kids in America than coming with them, then I don't know why this isn't a decent option for them.
Right.
If they were born in America but the parents weren't, right now, this administration doesn't really care. They're sending everybody back, even people who are just working, doing their thing, coming here to work. They're doing a little something different. So whatever. It's pretty sad that these laws have to be put in place, but these are the days we are in, man.
I know it is definitely sad. Also, this week, it came out that Glendale taxpayers owe $493,000 for the Charlie Kirk Memorial.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Right. The city of Glendale is seeking the reimbursement of $493,000 in costs that occurred during the memorial service for Charlie Kirk, excuse me, getting tongue tied there for a second. But these costs do include overtime pay for the police, the sanitation department, traffic control, and cleanup from all the trash that was thrown in or around the event space.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's crazy that Trump or JD Vance didn't make sure that this was paid for. But well, I guess whatever, man. They're gonna charge the city. That's kind of crazy. But I thought one of them had taken up the money to make sure that it's right. All the money Trump making in the White House right now. Maybe he should use some of that.
Right.
Dude in there getting super paid, using the White House to get money. Man, it's crazy how much money this dude is getting right now.
I know.
But it's just we'll see what happens with this. They said they're trying to get their money back. So I'm not sure how they want to get it back. If it's just going to use tax dollars from the city, I'm not sure, but we'll see.
I don't know. From what I've read, they're trying to get that reimbursement from the people who manage State Farm Stadium. So maybe some of the vendors that may be, or tenants that may be within State Farm Stadium that may have opened during that time. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll see as more information comes out on this particular case.
Yeah, for sure.
Additionally, this week, actually, I think this happened either yesterday or today. I'm not 100% sure, but I know this happened yesterday, but today reporters did finally turn in their badges. The Pentagon did step up their media restrictions, requiring approval for even journalists who are wanting to report on unclassified information. And they're setting up these new mandated guidelines for prior approval from an authorized official prior to publishing the information. Journalists that do refuse could risk having their credentials revoked or being expelled from Pentagon facilities. Major organizations like Reuters, New York Times, the New York Post, the Washington Post, ABC, NBC, CNN, they've all already declined to sign this waiver for this new policy.
Yeah, man, this is very much against the First Amendment. Everything that they're doing right now is trying to shut out journalists, shut out media, for they can control the narrative. This is what they say is the most transparent administration ever. But for some reason, they keep trying to block all media access. They keep trying to take First Amendment rights when they were fighting, Elon Musk fighting, everybody fighting, talking about the First Amendment because they wanted to say misinformation and disinformation about COVID. They wanted to say the N-word. So freedom of speech. Freedom of speech. That's what they was hollering. Now they're in office. They're just doing what the hell they want to. Going around taking out comedians. Going around telling people they can't come to the Pentagon unless they're going to report the things that they want them to report.
Right.
Sign this piece of paper. You're not going to release anything that we don't want you to release. Like, what is going on? This is crazy, man. This is craziness. But, this is what they say. This is what they voted for. Y'all voted for this?
They did.
Y'all voted. I mean, it's crazy. The dude said in the video openly, I ended the First Amendment. Like, man, what? What is going on? We have, man, this is crazy.
It is.
And the journalists have been in the Pentagon for 30 years, 30, 40 years, I believe. I just don't understand, man. What's the problem? What's going on with these people? Why are they acting like? I mean, I understand that they're bombing boats in Venezuela, saying that there's drugs in there. They don't want people to find out, but they're releasing the information and releasing the videos. So I'm not sure what they're doing, but
I'm not sure on that aspect.
It's a fight against your First Amendment rights. That's the number one thing. So, whatever.
It is. Also, this week, cartels are issuing bounties up to $50,000 for hits that have been put out on ICE or CBP agents. According to DHS, Mexican cartel networks have established a tiered bounty system targeting U.S. immigration and border officials, and that's according to ABC News. The rewards do include about $2,000 for doxing or gathering information, and $5,000 to $10,000 for non-lethal attacks, and up to $50,000 for assassination of senior officials.
Oh man, it's dangerous, man. This is dangerous. This is dangerous stuff, dog. But you knew that as Trump escalated the ICE and pushed ICE in different cities and was pushing these things, posting videos, they're doing all the propaganda that they can think of to make everybody feel uncomfortable. So we knew that this was going to escalate when it comes to civilians and people. This is going to keep escalating, man. Somebody's going to get hurt, man. We've already seen people getting shot. We've already seen things happening. We've seen a couple people, but this is going to get worse and worse.
It is because, according to ABC, one case that was cited involved the Latin Kings being charged with offering a bounty on a high-ranking CBP commander overseeing operations in the U.S. in multiple regions.
Man.
Additionally, young Republicans are demanding leaders that have been involved in the vile racist chat to resign. The leak of over 28,000 Telegram messages over the course of 7 months revealed that young Republican leaders exchanged deeply offensive content, racism, anti-Semitism, praises for Hitler, jokes about rape and suicide, and additional violent rhetoric, according to the Daily Beast.
Yeah, man. Saw a lot of disgusting comments, just like the comments we see in here. The crazy part is that, the Republicans say all this racist stuff, and then they are the ones that say stuff like get off that plantation with the Democrats. They are delusional. I mean, they can say racist comment after racist comment and then say, you're on the plantation with the Democrats, while they call you the N-word and call you monkeys and everything. They was calling them the watermelon people. That's what they were calling them in this chat. These Republicans, openly racist, openly cheering for Hitler, openly doing what we see in our comments every time we go live. Every time. And it's the Republicans talking about, oh, you're on a plantation with the Democrats. Nah, the plantation is you. And any black person that's with y'all has to be insane.
That MAGA cult.
Because y'all, this is the way they talk about us. We see how they talk about us in the chat. We already know what they are about because they come in here with their little fake accounts and say N-word this, N-word that, and then want to get, we're not racist. We're not racist. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. This is the new thing that they like to do. And now they got caught, and it's going to be consequences for these cats. A lot of these people, they call them young Republicans, but most of them was in their 30s. These are older people, man. And if you looked at these cats, you see what they look like. They talking about they the master race. Like these people are insane, man.
Insane.
And it's coming from and they look, oh, we're gonna put Antifa as a terrorist. Like I say all the time, the KKK still isn't one, but Antifa, that's one. Like these people are bold. They're not stopping. They're gonna keep going. We're gonna find out more and more people like this. More and more people like this are going to come out, and we find their chats and different things, just like we talking about Stephen Miller and his emails were leaked,
right?
And all the stuff that he was saying, everything comes out, they ignore it. Republicans will ignore it, just like JD Vance try to blow off what's going on with these young Republicans. Oh, they're just kids, they're just young.
Yep.
Like these people in their 30s. What do you mean? They're just young. But you're gonna roll with it. It doesn't matter. But if it was somebody from Antifa, he burned the flag. But it's somebody saying a whole bunch of racist stuff, disrespecting the whole country, everybody that's differently than a white male, then it's all good. It's just jokes, locker room talk. They're just a good old boy.
But I mean, in Vermont, State Senator Samuel Douglas is under fire for actually participating in that chat. Governor Phil Scott has publicly called for his resignation. And that's just one senator that we know for sure who was in that chat.
Oh, man. Yeah, man. We got people that are leaders and future leaders that were talking like this. But like I said, it's no surprise. We're not surprised with the Republican Party. The hoods are off. It's all good. We see what they're doing. We know what they about. They've been this for forever. They've been trying their best to try to act like they aren't, but this is what they are. They want to the plantation, but we know who are the racists. I was not surprised when this came out. Not surprised at all, because like I said, every day they come in my channel and they call me, they monkey emojis, watermelon emojis. This is what they are. But we're not racist. It's the Democrats. Fuck out of here. The Democrats started it. We don't care what you people say. We see by your actions what you are. We see it. So we get sick of it. We're all sick of it. Right. Exactly. That's what they do, Brian. I have to agree. All these people talking all this disgusting racist stuff. And wait till they find these people online and these people who have regular jobs who making fake accounts and saying racist stuff on YouTube. Wait till they get caught. Wait till it comes out. These people, that's all they do, man. Right. Exactly, Brad. Good people on both sides. Exactly what he said. That's all you got? Mm-hmm. We don't care what you say, Ian. Get a life. So we're gonna go into this story, man. Our top story we want to talk about today, and that's the separation of church and state. Something we're not getting nowadays, as the Christian nationalism is rising to power. Charlie Kirk was killed, so this giving them a martyr, someone they can rally behind, and that's what they're doing. They're becoming more and more a part of the Republican Party, and they're getting put into office at staggering rates as they try to push through their racist agenda behind Trump's war on Antifa and everything else that they're doing right now. So it's always some craziness, man. And we just, we're gonna dig into the stories others don't touch, like always, man. That's our mission. But let's get straight to it. Christian nationalism is against the Constitution, and it's also racist. Racist as I don't know what, and everything they seem to speak, and these people are supposed to be religious, seems to be hate. Seems to be nothing but racism and trying to down other people and other people that live differently than them. So I mean, the hate goes deep, and the only thing they do is talk about other groups and how they're not good enough. So I mean, it's just creeping deeper into the American politics, and what is really, and this is what it really is, and why it violates the Constitution, and how it's tied to racism from the beginning. Now, the loudest voices behind this movement people like Charlie Kirk, like I stated, of Turning Point USA, are openly calling for America to be declared a Christian nation. But what they really mean is white Christian nation.
So we're going to go ahead and unpack how this ideology is not only un-American, it's unconstitutional, it's anti-freedom, and it's historically racist
Mm-hmm.
as fuck.
Yeah, man. So what exactly is white nationalism? White Christian nationalism is what they call it. Let's go ahead and define it. Christian nationalism is the belief that U.S. was founded as a Christian nation, and the government should privilege or enforce Christian beliefs. Like they're pushing to have the commandments in the schools and different things like that. That's what they're about.
Yep, you're right. It's not about people living out their faith. It's about fusing Christianity with political power. Charlie Kirk, among others, have been pushing this very heavy, claiming that Christianity must govern the state. Religion must govern the state.
Now that's the plan. But when faith becomes law, freedom somehow disappears. Christian nationalism says if you're not a real Christian, you're not a real American. That's the lie they're selling. And it's dangerous.
And the scary part is that they package it like it's patriotism, but forcing one religion's dominance isn't patriotism. That's theocracy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It's no different than any other religion taking over, putting in strict laws, making people wearing veils over their heads, things that we look down on, and we still seem to be okay with it when we're trying to do it in America. As long as it's a Christian, it's fine. I was watching this video of Charlie Kirk and his Turning Point USA people, and they was talking to Vivek Ramaswamy, whatever his name is, and they were telling him that since he isn't a Christian, that he can't be a part of America. He can't be a part of the power. He can't be a part of the Republican Party. He can't, since he isn't born here and he isn't a Christian. Like they're putting their Christianity and trying to involve this into the government, trying to twist these things together, trying to say a Christian nation is a better nation, downing people because they don't believe in the religion that they believe in. Downing this man who is a Republican, talking about he ain't nothing because he's a Hindu. It's insane. And these people are, this is where they want to go. They believe they are right and no one else's religion really matters except theirs. So this is the right we're going. Now let's get to the foundation. The Constitution, the First Amendment says Congress shall not make no law respecting an establishment of religion. That's the wall of separation between church and state. The entire reason that people came here was from persecution for religion.
Right.
The reasons why the pilgrims came to America was to escape not being able to voice their religion, to be able to speak from their religion.
Lip stompers is a bot.
These are the things that they want to do. They wanted their religion, but then they get to America and what we're doing? The exact same thing. It's crazy.
Exactly. Jesus wasn't even a Christian. He was crucified by the church. But, and Article 4 flat out says that no religious test shall ever be required to hold office. Yet Christian nationalists keep trying to turn public service into a religious membership club.
Yeah. This is what they do. And then you go around and you check everyone. If they're not Christian, then you kick them out. If they don't respect your religion and they're not doing your religion, they're out.
Yep.
They're telling people what commandments they're gonna put up. It's all type different religions, hundreds of religions, and they're gonna tell people what they should be, what commandments they should be looking at in schools. I think it's Oklahoma's already doing it. These people are 50th in education. And this is what they're spending money on, putting plaques in school with the 10 commandments.
Right.
These are the things that they care about. This is ridiculous stuff, man. The founders, some believers, some not, all agreed that government shouldn't legislate religion. They want a secular framework to protect everyone's freedom of conscience.
But now the leaders like Charlie Kirk are calling for Christian laws, Christian textbooks, and Christian dominance, while claiming that the left is anti-faith and that no, the left isn't anti-faith. We're just anti-religious tyranny.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we don't want people pushing their religions on us, just like Christians wouldn't want the Muslim religion pushed on them. They don't want the Hindu religion pushed on them. But they get to push their religion on us? It's already we've already broken it. I mean, we put God, we trust on our money. You know, we do all type things that's not supposed, they're supposed to be separate. We all know this, but we keep doing these things. Religious hypocrisy and misuse. Here's what's wild, man. Christian nationalism even contradicts the Bible. Jesus never demanded empire rule.
Mm-mm.
He literally said, "My kingdom is not of this world."
Mhm. Exactly. You're right. The early church thrived under persecution because it was authentic. It wasn't sponsored by politicians. And when government takes over religion, it turns sacred beliefs into a political branding.
Yeah, man. That's why many pastors and theologians warn that Christian nationalism is adultery, worshiping nation and race instead of God. These are not good things, man. We should not be putting race and God in our politics.
You're absolutely right. And Charlie Kirk's message confuses loyalty to faith with loyalty to a flag, turning the gospel into a campaign slogan. It's not actually faith. That's just propaganda.
Yeah, man. And let me explain some of the racist roots that is came as we dig into what scholars have proven. Christian nationalism is inseparable from racism. It's built on the idea that true Americans are white and Christian.
Yep. And research from sociologists like Samuel Perry and Andrew Whitehead call it a religion of whiteness. It subtly reinforces white supremacy by positioning the white Christians as the default definition of being an American.
Yeah, man. You're not a real American. You're not Christian. You're not white. You're not a real American. And we have enough data that backs this up. We understand white Americans who strongly identify with Christian nationalism are more likely to believe white people face discrimination. They show less concern about racism and police brutality. They laugh at it.
Mhm.
They laugh at it. They crack George Floyd jokes and they love it. They laugh at it. These same people, they ask for sympathy when their people fall, while they laugh at everyone else. They're more likely to support policies that suppress voting rights. They don't care about the rights of people who are dark or people who don't believe the religion that they believe in. So what is it to suppress their voting rights? Take away their representation in Congress. Take it away. We don't care.
Exactly.
Remove it all,
Exactly.
especially in communities of color.
Yep. You're right. Exactly. Because Christian nationalism provides a race neutral cover for racist ideas. It says that we're protecting faith, but what is it really protecting is power and privilege.
That's real.
Power and privilege is all it's actually protecting.
Historically, this ideology ignored racial injustice. Like always, these are Christian people. They ignore racial injustice. They ignore violence. They ignore everything that the Bible says you should care about. They openly ignore it and don't care. They don't care. To them, they sanitize genocide against Native Americans as they wipe them out. They use the Bible to enslave black people against black Americans, pretending America's sins don't exist. That's a good thing that they love to do. What do you mean? Reparations for what? Nothing happened to you. You didn't know. Yeah, shut up. Y'all been saying the same stuff. That's why reparations ain't never came to black people, because it's always an excuse. It's always I'm in the group where I'm like, I don't even want your money. I want nothing to do with y'all. Because the fact that y'all didn't even give it to the people who's supposed to have it and you're okay with that tells me we're in a country filled with people who do not like people that look like me to have any rights or anything that's supposed to pay any attention to the wrongs that were set against them.
You're absolutely right about that. It's like they're rewriting history to skip the cruelty so that there's no repentance, no reconciliation. They'll praise the Christian founders, but erase the enslaved people those founders owned.
Yeah. And in modern times, we had people like Charlie Kirk, but others are stepping up in his absence, and others to amplify that same sanitized myth, turning racism into heritage and oppression into freedom. They're acting like the things of the past didn't happen and it's just of our imagination. Charlie Kirk, you love to spit and act like that racism wasn't a thing. It's just black people are dumb.
Yep.
That was his entire message. And it's crazy because so many of them was behind it. They loved it.
You're absolutely right. But, studies do also show that Christian nationalism increases racial solidarity among white people, but it decreases racial advocacy among Black Americans, basically rewarding silence and punishing the truth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. They're looking at like Christians are being attacked. A couple years ago, Christmas being attacked was a big thing on the right.
Yeah, because they
They're
didn't
all,
like happy holidays.
they don't like happy holidays. Everything's so bad for the Christian nationalists, and Christmas being attacked. They're everything about the life that they want to live is being torn apart.
Mm-hmm.
So they're crying every day about what's going on, while pointing at others, calling them victims. That's the crazy part. Everybody's a victim, but who does more crying than the right today? Crying about who on the Super Bowl, crying about a Cracker Barrel logo, crying about Bud Light, crying. That's all they do is cry. But they love to point the finger. You're playing a victim. Ain't no bigger victim than the conservative MAGA today, who's trying to tell you that reverse racism is the worst problem that we see today. They're the biggest victims ever. But some people of color do adapt Christian nationalism ideas, man. It's not all black people. Some do. Some are with it. We see a lot of people that's MAGA, that's with this, often trying to assert belonging in a country that always have rejected them. Always have came on that we see the comments every time, man, how they talk about black people. But you're with them. You're with them. You see what they came out of all these comments from this chat from the young Republicans, supposedly. That's what it's about. In the country that's rejecting them. But the system calls centers around whiteness, man.
Mm-hmm.
It still centers around whiteness, unfortunately. It's like
Unfortunately.
being invited to a dinner but never get a seat at the table.
Exactly.
As we look at the Republican Party, 90% white men,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
not giving anybody else a chance.
Yep. But separation protects everyone, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least that's what they say. But let's be clear. Separation of church and state does not attack Christianity. It protects it.
Yeah, man. Just like I said, I wouldn't want Hindus. I wouldn't want Muslim. I wouldn't want any of these people making decisions for the country based on their religion. I don't care what religion it is.
Right.
I'm not just saying that I wouldn't want Christianity. I don't want any religion making decisions off a book from I don't know how long ago. A book that believed in putting people on just killing people. I mean, people die in the Bible. How much murder and slaughter, man? Why do we still read this book and use it when it's so? I don't know, man. I'm not gonna get into all that. But this is what they do, man. Then they try to use the paragraphs and all the scripture to misconstrue it into what they want, make you believe that the words that were spoken are evil and against you, or make slavery okay, or some stupid shit. So when the state says neutral, everyone's free. Christians can worship, Muslims can worship, atheists can live their truth, and nobody's forced to follow someone else's beliefs.
Exactly. But when Christian nationalists demand government enforcement of their religion, they're really inviting persecution, because once the state decides which religion wins, no faith is completely safe.
That's real. You can only think of if one is selected and all the other religions are scorned, what do you think the people are going to do? The people are going, they're going to riot. People are going to be pissed. The Jews, the Muslims, the Catholics. We kicking out everybody. We just, the only thing that matters is Christianity and what we believe in, which is crazy. That's why our founders built a secular government, not to erase religion and what people want to do in their own homes, but to keep it free from political corruption.
Yeah,
we want to keep state and religion separate. A lot of people they don't agree with this. They want Christianity at the top of everything, but this is not how it was built, right? This is the Constitution. People, they supposed to care about the Constitution so much. I just don't get it, man. This is against what the founding fathers wanted.
Right. But what can we do? What can we do with this knowledge? We can educate ourselves. We can call out leaders like Charlie Kirk, who spread this poison under the banner of Christianity. We could also vote for policies that protect freedoms of all faiths and religions.
That's real, man. And if you're a person of faith, remember your belief doesn't need government muscle to survive. Real faith thrives in freedom, not force.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Because support groups like the Americans United, Freedoms from Religion Foundation, or the ACLU,
Man, I don't know.
Anyone fighting to keep the wall between church and state strong is basically who we're after here, right?
Man, the ACLU, they've I don't know. I don't get them. They've been bending the knee to a lot of right-wing garbage.
They really
lately,
have.
So I don't know about them. But anyway, Christian nationalism isn't just unconstitutional, man. It's unchristian. It replaces grace with dominance, love with fear, and faith with control. And those are all issues I think we all don't want in government.
And at its core, it's built on whiteness, not holiness. It tries to merge Jesus with Jim Crow, and that just it's not right for them to even try to do that. That's just bullshit.
The United States doesn't need to be a Christian nation to be moral. It needs to be a just nation. Morals are built on people understanding and living with each other,
right,
and being civil. We don't need the Bible to be civil or to have morals.
That's it. Freedom of religion means freedom for all, or it means nothing at all.
That's real. We see the repercussions of being church. We see the repercussions of bringing church and state together. These ideals have to come to an end in America if we want a better union, man. It has to be better for everyone, not just some.
You're absolutely right. Not just some. So we need you guys to stay informed, stay loud, and stay free. And what we're going to do next is get into our next segment here, discussing your following of Christian nationalism.
Yeah, man. It's it's sad as we watch this country, fall apart right now. It's just a crazy place that we have. I just don't understand what's going on. We have people like Trump, who's putting up a big show, trying to show that Antifa is a big part of the problem in America. It's it's pretty sad, man. We're gonna play this video real fast of Pam Bondi, and listen to what she has to say here.
Antifa beats journalists. Antifa attacks our police stations. They attack our courthouses. They dox our law enforcement officers. No more. They are a terrorist group, and we are coming after them.
This is a video shared by the White House on its official accounts. We did not add any music or make any edits.
We are here.
Turn it up. I just look at them. These people think everything is a game. Pam Bondi and what's the other
Christy, no.
yeah, there we go. They around making videos all the time, putting their face on stuff like they scary. Like, you do know you two are the most non-scary people. We are coming after you. We're gonna, man, get the fuck out of here. You're not scary, dog. She's so ridiculous. And it's no one cares about fucking Antifa. But the fact that they can come out loud and say that they're against Antifa, like, and then I don't know if they don't get it. You're so Antifa is the people that is anti-fascist, and you're fighting against them. So what does that make you? The fascists, right? You have a problem with Antifa. You're fighting them. That's your number one enemy. So what does that make you? You're a fascist group. I mean, it's crazy. Man, there's nothing truthful about anything that's coming from that administration. Antifa doesn't do anything. No one, who do you know that's in Antifa? Like, y'all keep saying that these people exist, but no one ever sees them. It's just so goofy, man. It's so goofy. Antifa is fascist. So Antifa are the people that they created to be against. Oh, so smart. You Trumpers are smart, man. You are smart people.
You love the dumb and uneducated.
Man, boy, oh boy.
They prove it every day.
You must be so smart. Yeah, they created a group that's called anti-fascist to become fascist. Man, that's smooth. That's really smooth. So Trump's fight against the non-existent Antifa. Non-existent. Doesn't really fucking exist. Doesn't exist. We just talked about Christian nationalism. I mean, we're going to go into this, It's just unreal what we're getting right now, man. They want to make up a fight so he can put the military in cities. He can have martial law in all blue cities. So he's making up an enemy. Making up an enemy, man. It's just unreal. Trump out here still fighting the invisible army known as Antifa, like it's a Saturday morning cartoon villain. It's embarrassing to see. The president used to be someone serious. When the National Guard was sent out, we knew that they were being sent for serious issues and serious problems. Mm-hmm. We saw them during the LA riots. We saw them in Mississippi when the riots were going down, when the KKK were lynching people. These are the things that happen when the National Guard is sent out. The country is in a problem that is so huge that they need the National Guard to come and help the police because they are outmanned and outgunned. These are the things that we've seen throughout history. But now we just letting a guy who just comes out and just says, "Oh, Antifa, they're burning flags and inciting riots." None of us have seen these riots anywhere. The news would be all over it. We don't have one photo, one picture, nothing. They can just make up some shit while they jumping people dressed in frog costumes, beating up people dressed as Pikachu.
Right.
It's crazy what we're seeing. They're beating up people dressed in Halloween costumes, dancing on the side of the streets, and then calling them Antifa, throwing them in jail. They grabbed this one streamer, I think it's Bob the streamer or something like that, grabbed him. He wasn't doing nothing but talking on a microphone. Threw the dude in jail. I mean, these are the days that we're messing with right now. They're making up things where they can just throw people in jail, man. And the people who are always talking about "don't tread on me" are clapping. They're happy. They're happy. They're clapping. They're smiling. People are being thrown in jail. They feel good about that and call themselves Christians. That's the craziest part about it. But go ahead.
You're absolutely right about that. But, the way he talks, you think that Antifa's got tanks and aircraft carriers and a secret base somewhere under Portland, right? But they're coming for your suburbs. No, sir, they're not. They're probably just some baristas delivering coffee on a bike.
Oh, God, man. It's so embarrassing. They got to make up a enemy from out of nothing. They're making up an enemy. They're bombing Venezuela. They're making up enemies in America. Mm-hmm. Dude talking about he wants a Nobel Peace Prize while he just goes around and bombs and kills people and sends troops into cities that don't need the troops or even ask for them. So let's break it down seriously for a second. Trump's fight against Antifa has always been smoke and mirrors. It's political theater, a way to stir fear and justify crackdowns on protests and dissent.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And there is no formal group named Antifa. The FBI, Homeland Security, and every other major law enforcement agency has said over and over and over again, this group does not exist. Antifa just means anti-fascists.
They don't care.
It's not a membership organization.
No.
It's an idea, a movement of people who are opposed to the authoritarianism that we're seeing from the Trump administration.
It's sad that we have Proud Boys. We have the KKK. We have all these groups jumping out of fucking U-Hauls, going to black neighborhoods, scaring people. And none of these people are what you would call terrorist groups.
Right.
But Antifa is. All these people that we've seen going around jumping people, beating up people, wearing it, just terrorizing America. And we're talking about fucking Antifa. Like, it's embarrassing, dog. It's so stupid. And they will sit around and act like Antifa has been doing so much and they've been doing this and doing that. Antifa is horrible, but you can't name the leader of the group. You can't name where they are located out of. You don't know their ideology. You don't know anything. You're just making up an enemy because you want to fight your fellow Americans. Because you hate the other side. You want to own the libs. Your whole mission in life is to hate the other side because they live life different than you. They're a different color than you. They're a different religion. Oh, they're gay. They're trans. They're different. I don't like them. These the people that we're dealing with. They just hate the other side. And they don't care who the hell you are. They just don't like you.
If you're different, they don't like you.
You're different. We don't like different people, and we want to make them pay. You know, their whole thing now is they want to make the trans people pay. They want to make them pay for existing because they hate them. Why they sit around and point the finger at everybody else. But only thing they do is push hate politics. Trump has used this stupid ass Antifa shit as a dog whistle.
Yep.
Every protest, every act of civil unrest, he will blame it on Antifa, and he will send the troops, and he will try to use that to put felonies on people. And even though people are just protesting normally, they'll call them Antifa. Yep. Oh, you're in Antifa. Even though the person has said nothing, I'm not in it. No Antifa signs. Nobody's saying they in Antifa. But he's going to put them in jail and call them Antifa. This is the way he's going to take away people's rights.
Yep.
And don't tread on me, people. Crickets. Like always.
Meanwhile, groups actually responsible for violence, like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers and the neo-Nazis, he's called them patriots.
Yeah, they're good people. Both sides. Good people on both sides.
Good people on both sides, right?
Yeah, they're
Remember,
good people.
Stand back and stand by.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are his people.
His people. That's his homies. He don't hide it. He hasn't hid it. Here's the reality, man. Trump needed an enemy. He needed an enemy. The right needs an enemy. He needed it. So, and when you don't have an enemy, you make up one. You invent one. Antifa. The right have been pushing all Antifa so bad. Antifa they're the boogeyman now.
For everything.
From Black Lives Matters protests to graffiti on the courthouse, whatever this fucking problem is, Antifa is the fucking answer.
Yep. It's the same playbook as McCarthyism in the 1950s. Back then, they saw communists everywhere. Now it's Antifa. It's about manufacturing fear to silence the dissent.
Yeah, because people want to protest. People want to make their voices heard that they hate your fucking guts and everything that you do. But you don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that. People can't have a different... the same fucking people who were hollering, let's go Brandon every single day. Let's go Brandon on the back of their car. They had no respect for the president, but we supposed to respect Trump. Nobody is supposed to fucking go out and protest against him. It was okay that y'all, everything that came up with Joe Biden, here y'all come. But everybody else, we supposed to respect the president, huh? Man, get out of here, man. We're going to show the same respect that you showed the last guy. And every minute y'all cried and hollered. You were the victim and your life was so terrible. That's all you did. Oh, I can't afford eggs. I can't afford this. I can't afford that. That's all y'all did is cry. Big ass babies. And you still can't afford shit, but you're going to be quiet now because your person is in office. So you'll act like it's no big deal now. Like, for real. Trump can't walk up the steps. Trump ankles all swole up, hanging all out the bottom of his shoes. Trump got hands all bruised up, all purple and pink. He didn't had something he had to go to the doctor for. And they just keep, they keep going. Oh yeah. Yeah. Biden was this, Biden was that. But what was your boy? Your boy got all type of issues with his blood. He's about to have a fucking heart attack and he having vascular issues.
Venous issues.
Man, he having all type issues, man. Dude can't even walk up the steps without falling. But they was on
he
top
can't even
of
walk a straight line.
They was all on top of Joe Biden's head. Then the dude just be talking nonsense. He said he was talking to Pete Hegseth about 9/11 last year. Like, what are you talking about, bro?
That he talked to Pete Hegseth before
9/11.
Right.
I don't know what this dude. He's senile. Pete Hegseth wasn't nowhere near you. Like he's lost it, bro. But they're gonna sit around and act like everything's all good. There's no peace in the Middle East. Did you not see that they've started killing each other already? I mean, they celebrated too fast on the Middle East. They're already fighting. Already fighting. But that's what ties this back to our first segment of Christian nationalism, because these movements feed off each other, man. They both create a versus them story. White conservative Christians versus everyone else. This is what's going on, man.
Yep. They say that Antifa to delegitimize protests. They say woke to discredit justice. They use fear to hold power. But it's the oldest book in the authoritarian playbook. The oldest trick. Make the people afraid of an invisible enemy so they'll accept the oppression given to them.
Yeah, man. Conservatives are running to be oppressed. They don't mind. They love it. As long as it's their master, they're good. Thank you, Kelvin. We appreciate you, bro. Kelvin. Appreciate it. And Trump went further than just talk. He tried to designate Antifa as a terrorist organization, which is impossible because there's no organization that's like labeled vegans or fans as jazz as terrorists. It making no sense.
Oh my God, this shit is
no sense. You trying to make people that it doesn't exist. It's just a fucking label. It's not a group. They don't exist. Man, they so fucking dumb, dog.
You're absolutely right about that. It's ridiculous. And it's also dangerous. Because that kind of rhetoric gives law enforcement a green light to target anyone who speaks out. The journalists, the protesters, even community advocates.
Yeah, man. During the 2020 protests, we saw unmarked federal agents snatching people off the streets of Portland, all under Trump's claim of fighting Antifa. That's not protection, man. That's state intimidation. And these are the things that we are seeing today, again, being played out as he goes to Portland, try to treat people like they're criminals because he says anybody who's against him is Antifa.
Anyone against Antifa? That's crazy. But you know what's wild? Is that the people who screamed freedom when asked to wear a mask suddenly love martial law when it's used against protesters?
They don't care about the other side. They don't care about Democrats. They don't care about any of this stuff. If a Republican president asked them to wear masks, they would do it happily. They just didn't. They wanted to be against it because the Democratic president asked them to, and then the Republicans told them to. No, don't do it. Don't do it.
Yep.
That's what they wanted to go with. Because they're weird people, man. Weird people. Same people. My mask, my face, my body. I don't want to do. But then tell you got to have a baby. Tell you
my
you
body,
don't,
my choice.
Yeah, your choice. Their choice when it comes to a mask. No, but
anything
for abortion,
else.
nothing else. Just their way.
Just their way.
Just them. The hypocrisy runs deep with these people. They claim to love the Constitution, but we know they don't. They don't give a fuck about the Constitution at all. We sit here and watch them. He can tear the Constitution apart in their face, and they won't say a word.
A word.
A word. How many motherfucking constitutional issues have we ran into this man when this man has gotten into office? It has been nothing. He won't listen to the courts. He doesn't understand that the judiciary is a part of power. All the people online, how can a judge tell him what to do? This is the reason why we have these judges, to make sure that we don't have any kings in America who just do whatever they want. Even though this is what y'all want. Y'all want a motherfucker to just do whatever he wants to. We've done everything. We've set up 3 branches of fucking government to make sure that we don't have no fucking king.
Right.
But the Republicans want one. They want a king. Maybe it's time for a king or a dictator to get things right.
Yep.
They so fucking goofy, dog. These are the people that will fall for the bulls so fast, man. They will fall right behind. They don't care.
They don't
They'd have
stand for
They'd
anything.
have been
That's
in
why
Germany,
they fall
man.
for everything.
They've been in Germany clapping like a mug. Clapping. As long as it isn't me and it's them, it's fine. Take them out. Like they want King Trump so bad. They come on here, 2020 ain't Trump. Like they don't see how big of a sheep that they are. You never would have said this 10 years ago.
Never.
You would have been so against any president going past the term limits. But now, take them out, Trump. You could be the king all you want. These people are wild. And they see nothing because they're a cult.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why they don't see. That's why they don't see it. They claim they love the Constitution, but we know they don't. They cheer when Trump sends arms and agents into American cities without due process. They cheer. They don't care about the Constitution. As long as he can says it's against Antifa, they happy.
Yep, you're right. As long as they can say it's against Antifa. But this fight isn't just about law and order. It's about optics. Trump wanted footage of chaos in order to make himself look like the strong man savior. I did it. I'm the victor. I made peace.
Exactly. He wanted to be the guy restoring order from a threat that didn't exist. Classic authoritarian propaganda. Create the crisis, then pose as the fucking hero. This is what he does. This is what he does, period. And it's just disgusting that so many people fall for it and don't have a brain to think for themselves.
Yep, you're right about that. So when you hear Trump or right-wing pundits like Charlie Kirk talk about Antifa like it's some massive underground army, remember, it's all narrative. It's theater for their base, for their cult.
Yep. It's dangerous theater, man, because it gives cover to actual fascists while demonizing anti-fascists. The message becomes clear. They're fascists. That's the message. And if you stand against authoritarianism, you're the enemy. They're coming after you.
After you. And that's just how democracies die. Not overnight, but through the slow normalization of fear and fake enemies.
Yeah, man, it's sick. It's sick, man. Trump's not fighting Antifa. He's fighting accountability. He's fighting against the Constitution. He's fighting against democracy. He's fighting against the fucking truth.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
He is doing everything he can to create a person that does not exist and make him the worst person in the world. They said that the guy that Antifa is just as strong as Hamas. This is what they said. Hamas is a huge military in Palestine, in Palestine. And they trying to tell you that Antifa is just as bad as Hamas. Hamas, who went and killed I don't know how many people on October 7th in Israel. Pam Bondi had the nerve to compare them. When did Antifa kill anybody? Just name one. Just give me one. Just one time. Somebody in the comment section, give me one time Antifa killed somebody.
And name the person they killed.
Name who somebody from Antifa that killed somebody. Palestine is not free. I don't know why y'all keep saying that, boy. You must don't watch the news. All the bodies wasn't given back. So they are stopping a lot of the flow of the aid that was coming in already. It's already going down the tubes. So y'all celebrated too fast, and it hasn't happened. Now everybody's happy that the hostages were released.
The 20 remaining living hostages. Right,
but they want the bodies of the 24 to 28 people, and Hamas sent a couple wrong people, and the Israelis aren't happy about that right now. So you're wrong. But anyway, he's always trying to hide from these things, and these are the things that's happening right now, man. And we understand what's going on. People see what's going on. We get it, man. So let's go ahead and play this video, man, of Mike Johnson talking.
Second to answer that question. Yes, sir.
Ahead of some of the planned protest activity this weekend, and in light of some of the images we've seen out of Chicago of federal agents shooting faith leaders with pepper balls and arresting journalists, where's the limit for you on what's acceptable conduct for federal law enforcement, and when is it incumbent on Congress to step up and demand oversight?
To demand oversight on federal law enforcement? Well, I've not seen them cross the line yet, and that we have committees of jurisdiction who have that responsibility, but it's not risen to that level. What I've seen is the abuse of law enforcement by radical leftist activists. Most recently, the most threatening thing I've seen yet was the naked bicyclers in Portland who were protesting ICE down there. I mean, it's getting really ugly. They have attacked, physically assaulted officers. People have been arrested, okay? This is serious business. And ICE and the valiant, brave, patriotic Americans who step up to serve in these dangerous law enforcement positions deserve our respect and our support. And any elected member of this body should be vocally supporting law enforcement. You're supposed to be on the side of the good, not the crazy radicals.
Oh yeah, like on January 6th, how y'all went and beat up all the police and then pardon all the people who beat up police officers.
Pardon them all.
Pardon them all. Is that the side that you guys are supposed to be on? Get the fuck out of here. These people are clowns. Straight clowns. And then what is he's gonna sit here and act like he cares? Say, oh, they haven't crossed the line yet. Are you kidding me? They killed somebody.
Right.
Are you kidding me? What I've seen is the guys on the bikes in Portland that were naked. So naked people are the people that y'all scared of? Naked people.
Naked people.
Oh my God. Look how horrible they are. They're naked. So that automatically means they don't have any guns on them. They're naked on a bike. I mean, those are the people that the feds are scared of. Those are the people that ICE need protection from. Are you fucking kidding me?
Apparently so.
The naked bike riders?
That's like saying people are scared of the people that do the no underwear day when they ride the light rail.
Dog, these people are ridiculous, man. They'll say anything. Now let's go into JD Vance over here talking at the bottom here, man.
The White House border czar Tom Homan was recorded on an FBI surveillance tape in September 2024, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money or give it back?
George, you've covered the story ad nauseum. Tom Homan did not take a bribe. It's a ridiculous smear. And the reason you guys are going after Tom Homan so aggressively is because he's doing the job of enforcing the law.
Well, you said he didn't take a bribe, but I'm not sure you answered the question. Are you saying that he did not accept the $50,000?
George, this story has been covered ad nauseum. He did not take a bribe. Did he accept $50,000? I'm sure that in the course of Tom Homan's life, he has been paid more than $50,000 for services. The question is, did he do something illegal? And there's absolutely no evidence that Tom Homan has ever taken a bribe or done anything illegal, which is why he's working in the administration.
I'm asking you, did he accept the $50,000 that was caught on the surveillance tape? Did he accept that $50,000 or not?
George, I don't know what you're talking about. Did he accept $50,000 for what?
He was recorded on an audio tape in September 2024, an FBI surveillance tape, accepting $50,000 in cash. Did he keep that money?
Accepting $50,000 for doing what, George? I'm not even sure I understand the question. Is it a crime? Even the far left media like yourself. So I'm actually not sure what the precise question is. Did he accept $50,000? Honestly, George, I don't know the answer to that question. What I do know is that he didn't violate a crime.
So you don't, what was caught on the tape, you're saying right now you don't know whether or not he kept that money?
I don't know what tape you're referring to, George. I saw media reports that Tom Homan accepted a bribe. There's no evidence of that. And here's, George, why fewer and fewer people watch your program and why you're losing credibility, because you're talking for now 5 minutes with the Vice President of the United States about this story regarding Tom Homan, a story that I've read about, but I don't even know the video that you're talking about. You're focused on a bogus story. You're insinuating criminal wrongdoing against a guy who has done nothing wrong, instead of focusing on the fact that our country is struggling because our government's shut down. Let's talk about the real issues, George. I think the American people would benefit much more from that than from you going down some weird left-wing rabbit hole where the facts clearly show that Tom Homan didn't engage in any criminal wrongdoing.
It's not a weird left-wing rabbit hole. I didn't insinuate anything. I asked you whether Tom Homan accepted $50,000, as was heard on an audio tape recorded by the FBI in September 2024, and you did not answer the question. Thank you for your time this morning.
No, George, I said that I...
Cut that dude off.
Quick.
Because he was lying and he was being a piece of trash like always. The dude was caught on tape taking the money. He took the money, and they're going to all of them try to play dumb. There's proof he took the money. The FBI has the recordings.
I don't know what.
But they're going to keep trying to play but they just buried it. Let these people get away with anything just because Trump has 700,000 felonies and he's the president. Right. Everybody can break the fucking law. Nobody's going to be held accountable when it comes to the Republican Party and this Trump regime. Now let's go ahead and show Trump and how he treated reporters at the battle, because how George Stephanopoulos just cut this dude off.
Right.
ABC fake news. First of all, congratulations. I don't take questions from ABC fake news after what you did with Stephanopoulos to the Vice President of the United States. I don't take questions from ABC fake news. Brian, go ahead.
Yes, sir. First of all,
man, this dude is the reason we are in this mess we are in. Thank you, Johnny Robinson. We'll keep on making sure everybody know the truth. Appreciate you, brother. This is the reason why we have these problems that we have, because this is the leader of the country, man. Mm-hmm. Now he's going to treat ABC, everybody that comes from ABC, like trash, because George stepped up. The man didn't want to answer the question. J.D. Vance, they never want to hold everybody. When it comes to this Trump administration, none of them want to answer questions.
Right.
You saw Pam Bondi during the session the other day when she was up there, didn't answer a question. You saw Kristi Noem, didn't answer a question. You saw Kash Patel, didn't answer a question.
Didn't answer the question.
They won't answer anything. All the years we've been watching this stuff, we've been watching people come up to the Capitol Hill and tell their story about what's going on. They always have their facts straight, their information straight, and it's no big deal. These people are asking questions that they should know. And it's not like this shit is hard. The questions are given to them before they even go to the fucking sessions.
Yep. That's why your girl, was it Kristi Noem, that had the binder out there full of all the answers?
Because they all the notes, and the notes wasn't nothing but hit notes that she can talk shit about the people. Talking points for she can talk down on somebody. Like, the stuff is ridiculous, man. Yeah, man, we did see, Argentina, I think it's went to 40 billion, but we know for sure it's 20 billion. We know that for sure. We watched this guy just kill poor of the farmers, but the farmers keep voting for him. They had to bail him out the first time. They went and ran and they voted for him again. So it's hard for me to have sympathy for them. They were bailed out the first time because he killed the farmers. Now they're, give us another bailout or we're going to lose our farms. You idiots. I thought, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, right? That's what you want everybody else to do. No handouts. No handouts, right?
Yep.
Pull yourself out. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and do your thing. Why it's gotta be my white dad's polo? What are you talking about? Why can't I just like polo, bro? Anyway, it's kind of ridiculous, man. I don't get it, what we're going through. But let's play this video of Trump talking to Netanyahu, man. I thought this was pretty disgusting.
I mean, Bibi would call me so many times, can you get me this weapon, that weapon, that weapon? Some of them I never heard of, Bibi, and I made them. But we'd get them here, wouldn't we? And they are the best. They are the best. But you used them well. It also takes people that know how to use them. And you obviously used them very well. But so many that Israel became strong and powerful, which ultimately led to peace. That's what led to peace.
Man, these people sitting around. I mean, just listen to what Trump just said. I gave you all these weapons. You used them well. And that is what led to peace. For the last 2-3 months, we've been watching as Israel blows up little kids, journalists, take out doctors, take out the construction workers, take out all the people that can hold the city together. We've sit there and watched these people just fall apart, watch genocide happen in front of our eyes. And these guys sitting around laughing and clapping, talking about they brought peace. The part that's going to be the problem is they want Hamas to lay down their arms and give up. And I just can't see them doing that. Biden got some hostages released, so that's not true. But I'm not seeing a situation where Hamas is going to lower their arms and give up all their power. Those are the things that I am not sure about. Now, a lot of people can think that that they will. I just don't think that they will. I think that it's going to be a problem to get them to give up their power. We've already seen them making moves when it comes to people who have traded, people who have helped Israel, people that were down with Trump. There were some beheadings going on. So Hamas, I mean, it's a terrible situation when you're pro Palestine, because the people that's in charge of Palestine are just, they're crazy people, man, and I can't agree with nothing they stand for. Nothing. You want the Palestinians to be safe, but then when it comes to their safeness, you got these people who are in charge. Then you can't be down with Israel because they're just willy-nilly bombing and killing every fucking body, trying to take the land so they can be the people that owns the whole Israel.
Own everything.
And this is something that they've been doing since they got there in that area. So I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's a bad situation, but I do not think this peace deal is going to hold. I do not think that part 2, I'm happy that part 1 came through and that they were able to get these things. But the way that Trump is trying to get peace is through force. He thinks that is the way through peace, to punk somebody and to make them feel like that they're less than him and we're going to bring all the world down on you if you don't listen to what we... Hamas ain't they don't care about death, bro. They don't care about none of that. And they're ready to die. And that's the problem when it comes to them. They're ready to die. And Trump is not going to be able to just punk them into things. So they want them to lay down their arms. And the way Israel is talking, they want Hamas 100% gone before any peace talks can move forward on the second part of this part.
Right. So
we will see. Bert, I see you keep talking that, man. You have no proof of that, Bert. So stop saying it. You posted it like 6 times. We get it. It doesn't, what you're saying means nothing, and I'm not going to repeat it. It's the dumbest. I've never seen anything so dumb.
Bert's a bot.
Man, boy, get out of here, man, please. Goodness. Anyway, we're going to spend the rest of the week looking up what's going on with the rest of the news, and we will get with you guys on Saturday to go over the stories and everything that has happened for the rest of the week. We appreciate everyone that's watching. And if you do like it and do like what we are doing and what we are trying to do, trying to build up media for people who don't always trust what the top media is pushing. People who want to get news from people that's just like them. So make sure you hit subscribe, man. And make
Hit
sure
that
you
like
hit
button
the like button and follow.
and the notification bell.
Mhm. And if you like, we have a lot of journalistic stories and articles and that we push through on habarientertainment.com. Is good reading. So you can go through and catch up with news, sports, and entertainment there. And if you if you're in the Phoenix area and you need any photography, videography, please hit us up at info@habarientertainment.com, and we'll get back with you. So thank you, Jimmy. We will listen to you, bro, because you're so smart. You're so smart. Why would we not listen to you, bro? But anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. You guys have a nice rest of your Wednesday. We appreciate everyone that tuned in, even Jimmy. It looks like he's a bot because he can't post more than one word. It's kind of weird. But anyway, have a good rest of y'all day, man. Peace out.
Thanks for watching another episode of Habari Live. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and get updates on news, the podcast, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. And don't forget to visit www.habarientertainment.com. See you next week. Peace.